It's your girl, Divine Earth for 1E, and
Mo 804 show, eh?
so we're back off home time. We just came from the Speedco.
Yes, oil change time. Had to get it.
Right. And we're just getting back in the swing of things. This was the longest home time we've ever done.
2 weeks.
2
full weeks, too.
2 full weeks.
Maybe 2 weeks in a day, to be honest.
Right. And, man.
Are you rejuvenated?
I am rejuvenated. But it's a whole lot I got done and a whole lot I didn't get done.
Yo, you already know what it is. It's your boy Mo 804.
And your girl Divine Earth for 1E.
And we just sliding through to let y'all know that y'all are now tuned into Married to the Mile. So if you could, hit that subscribe button.
And hit the bell so you don't miss any of our videos.
And any other button that's on there to be pressed that'll let you know what I'm doing and what I'm doing.
That's right. We thank you for watching.
Married to the Miles. Your boy Mo 804.
Divine Earth for 1E.
And we gone.
I guess that's home time stuff, right? I mean, you go home with intentions of doing one thing and get home and realize that there are so many other things that need to be taken care of. And of course, it's for us.
Yeah, all right.
To do it.
Yeah, all right.
Hey.
Hey, what?
Sometimes it's daddy's issues.
Well, I did what I had to do.
And then sometimes it's mommy's issues. Yeah, you know, some people think because your children are of an adult age, quote unquote, that they are self-sufficient and that they can handle all of their challenges. And those of us who have older children recognize and understand that. Is that the case?
If you make it the case.
He would say that, y'all.
But in our case, no, I won't. But it need to be.
Right. We're going to have this conversation. We're going to tell y'all all about everything that we have had to do, excuse that, since we've been on home time. We just had so many things that happened. You know, we already knew some things were happening when we first came off home time. We had our middle daughter, she had her transmission go up in her car, so that was like the first thing that you tackled when you got home, right?
Yep.
Had to do that. How long she had the car before it broke down? No, I don't mean like that, but how long did she have the transmission fixed before it broke down at her job? Well, long story short, she got...
3 days later, the distributor went in.
Right. So, right after we replaced the transmission and got all of that done, she drove the car for a few days, and then she went to work, and it wasn't trying to turn over. So she was there. We was chilling on home time. We getting our, Mo was getting his toes done, and I was getting my nails done, and both of our phones were dead. She trying to call us for like 2 hours, and one of our friends wound up picking her up because she couldn't get her car to turn over. This was like maybe after 6 or 7 in the afternoon. So we wind up having to leave from there. Did we go that night? Yeah, we went that night. We wound up having to leave from, you know, our pampering time and relaxing. We left, went over there, picked her up, rode her all the way back to the car to see if we could see what was going on. He looked at it. Well, you can tell him a little bit about that.
Well, I got it started up, where it stayed running. So I thought it was plugs and wires, because I know she ain't never changed none of that. So I changed the plugs, wires, distributor cap, rolled up.
After taking care of all of that, it was late in the day, probably around 3 o'clock. And we had already been pre-invited to a friend of ours' birthday party. Son was like 1 year old, and they had a situation where their house had caught on fire during Christmas. I think it might have been a year ago or a while ago, and they had to have their home rebuilt. And they had been trying to get us over there anyway so we could see, you know, their new home and everything. So we decided to go. Plus it was late in the afternoon and we were just done. So we all went over there, had a good time, and long story short, we wind up being over there till like 11, I want to say. About 11 something at night. So that is one part of what happened on our home time. Then we have our oldest daughter, who's 24. She has our grandson Amaz, and she's been without a car for a minute. And she had bought a car that we had already, and we were giving her that car. But that car had been sitting at Swift Terminal for the past 2 years, right? So we ride over there with, well, actually I did because Mo was out of town. We ride over there to look at the car. Car had been sitting for 2 years, both the front tires flat, and it won't crank up. I'm like, if it ain't one thing, it's something else. So we in the process of trying to figure out, you know, okay, well, she gonna have to get this car possibly to a mechanic, or we was even thinking about pumping up the tires on the car so that we could drive it somewhere. And then Mo wound up stopping at one of his boys' houses, and he found out that he had a car.
Yeah, he got an Accord that he was selling. I didn't even know, but we just happened to talk about it. So he started it up for me. I was like, okay. I actually was saving it or thinking about getting it for my other daughter, but she ain't really ready either. So we decided to go this route. So she ended up buying the Honda off him and not the car we already had.
Right. So it worked out in the long run because the other car had some work that needed to be done, and it was going to take a little while to get that fixed. And she was getting ready to start a new job. She got our grandson, so we just wanted her to have something too that was going to be a little bit more road ready, like right now. So then that Sunday, we spent Sunday doing that. We went over there and met up with her and her boyfriend and took them over there to the car, let them look at it and everything, and did that. And I think we chilled on Sunday afternoon, right? Because we were supposed to pull out actually on Monday. And we wind up pulling out today. It's Thursday, right? 3 days later. So it's just been one thing after another. But we did get that straight, because one of the things about going home on home time is we like to feel like when we're leaving everybody in a better situation. If they had some things that they were going through, that we helped out in some type of way. So we got two daughters driving, and then we were able to give our son a vehicle so he can get that up and running. So he'll be riding soon. And then we got our youngest baby, next to youngest baby, Angel. That's the little singer, our little singer. And we didn't know until probably like a few days maybe before we came home. We didn't know, but like maybe a week before we came home, that she was coming home from Job Corps, so that wasn't planned. So it's just a lot of little unexpected things that happen. Y'all know how it is. If you go home and you plan out to have things strategically done a certain way, and it just don't always turn out like that, you know. But it feels good to be able to go home and take care of certain things. So I was pretty happy about that. But that's just one part. I'm gonna go ahead and close this out, and I'm gonna come back to y'all and let y'all know about some other things that happened on this 2 weeks of home time.